Har Har Mahadev. Welcome. So today we're tackling something that's been bugging a lot of people in the AI space. We keep hearing that AI agents are this massive, game-changing thing, right? Autonomous, super smart, the whole deal. But then you look around and where are they? Let's get into it, peel back that hype, and see what's really going on under the hood.
You know, this quote from Analytics India magazine just says it all, doesn't it? It perfectly captures this weird disconnect. We're told they're more powerful than chatbots, but their real-world impact is, well, pretty small so far. So why is there this huge gap between the promise and what's actually out there? That's the puzzle we're going to solve today.
Okay, so what is the holdup? Is the tech just not ready? Not really. The truth is, it's a really tough engineering problem to solve, and that's what we're here for. We're going to break down exactly why it's so tricky, but more importantly, we're going to walk through the actual practical toolkit that engineers are using to make it happen right now. And honestly, that's our whole mission here. We want to cut through all that noise and give you the kind of clarity that helps you stay ahead of the curve, without the fear and the hype. Because what you're about to see is that AI isn't some kind of black magic. It's a skill that you can absolutely get the hang of.
All right, let's dive into the core of the problem here, the engineering challenge itself. To really get why building an AI agent is so much harder than it looks, we first have to understand how fundamentally different they are from the bots we're all used to seeing.
This here is the perfect way to picture it. Think of a traditional bot like it's on a railroad track. It follows a very specific pre-programmed script. It can't deviate. An AI agent, though, that's more like a self-driving car. You don't give it turn-by-turn directions, you just give it a destination, a goal, and it has to figure out the best way to get there all by itself. That level of autonomy is what makes it so powerful and so incredibly complex to build.
And this, right here, is the key point. Companies aren't hesitating because they think agents aren't valuable. Of course they are. They're holding back because getting one of these things up and running isn't as simple as installing a new piece of software. It's a whole different ballgame that requires some seriously specialized engineering.
Ashish Kumar from Indium really hits the nail on the head with this one. The core technology, the AI models themselves, they work. The problem is the skill gap. You can't just be a prompt engineer. You can't just know how to call an API. You've got to be a full-stack developer who can wire up the agent's brain, connect it to the right tools, and then build the user interface so a human can actually interact with it. So, we've laid out the problem. It's a big engineering lift, and it requires a unique set of skills. So how do we solve it? Well, let's actually build that bridge from theory to practice. We're going to use a real-world example, a stock portfolio agent, to show you how these systems get built piece by piece. See, a modern AI agent isn't just one single piece of code. It's a full-stack application. It helps to think of it like a person. You've got the back-end brain, something like Mathtra, which does all the heavy lifting and the thinking. Then you have the front-end experience, maybe built with CopilotKit, which is the face the user sees and talks to. And connecting them both, that's the communication protocol, the A-GUI, which acts like the agent's nervous system. Now, this A-GUI protocol, it's really the unsung hero of the whole operation. It's the agent's nervous system. It's an open-source standard that lets the back-end brain talk to the front-end face in real time. It's what allows the agent to show you what it's thinking, stream updates as they happen, and even ask for help. Without this bridge, the agent is just a mysterious black box, and nobody trusts a black box. And here's a peek at how that conversation actually works. The protocol uses these really simple events. Run started is the agent saying, okay, I'm on it. State delta is for those little real-time updates, like, okay, I'm fetching the latest stock prices now. Tool call is when it needs to use a special skill, and run finished just says, all right, I'm done. This isn't just a bunch of code. It's a transparent dialogue that lets you see exactly what your agent is up to. This whole idea of transparency and dialogue brings us to what is maybe the single most important feature for making AI agents trustworthy enough for the real world: putting a human in the loop.
This is such a simple idea, but it is a total game changer. Instead of building some rogue agent that could go off and do who knows what, you build a collaborative partner. The agent does all the hard work, the research, the analysis, the number crunching, but when it gets to a critical decision point, it stops, presents what it found, and asks for your permission to proceed.
And this is what that actually looks like.
In our stock portfolio demo, the agent might analyze the market and say, hey, I think we should sell this stock and buy that one. But it doesn't just do it. It shows you its recommendation, and then it waits for you to click that accept or reject button. It's a simple step, but it builds a massive amount of trust and keeps the human in complete control.
And like they explained in the demo walkthrough, this isn't just a theory. It's a tangible feature. This human-in-the-loop capability is what's going to take agents from being cool tech demos to being reliable, indispensable tools for really high-stakes jobs.
Okay, let's bring this all home. We've gone from the big, confusing hype around AI agents, we've dug into the real-world engineering hurdles, and now we've landed on a set of actual tools and ideas that turn all that hype into a skill you can actually learn.
So here you have it, your practical, modern toolkit for building an agent. You've got a back-end brain like Mostra for the logic, you've got the A-GUI protocol to be that crucial nervous system, and you've got front-end tools like CopilotKit to build the user experience, and most importantly, to implement that human-in-the-loop feature. This isn't just a random list of products. This is the new stack for building agentic AI.
And this really gets to the most important point of all today. Building these powerful AI systems, it's not magic, it's an engineering discipline. It's a combination of back-end skills, front-end skills, and knowing how to connect them with clear communication. These are all things that you as a tech professional can absolutely learn, practice, and master.
So the big takeaway is this. That gap between the hype and the reality of AI agents, it's closing, and it's being closed by these new full-stack tools and a focus on building trust. You absolutely can build and deploy AI with confidence. Which leaves us with a final question for you to chew on. What part of your own work could benefit the most from this kind of intelligent automation? Until next time, stay sharp, keep growing, and Har Har Mahadev.